The Atlanta Falcons are now currently on a 3-game losing streak, and they can't get things going. A couple weeks ago, they lost to Will Levis, who made his rookie debut against this team. They lost last week to Josh Dobbs when he made his Minnesota Vikings debut with the team. He was a backup quarterback in that game. And they just lost to Kyler Murray, who was making his in-season debut, returning back from a torn ACL. Their defense is not the reason to why they're losing these games. Their offense can't go out there and have a true identity, and they can't put up big time points with the talent that they have. They don't have the right quarterback for this team. Desmond Ridder is not the guy. Taylor Heineke is not the guy either. They do not have the true talent with this team at that quarterback position. But one thing that I will say, Arthur Smith has not helped out. He has been a terrible head coach with this team, and he cannot get things going. He is a horrible play caller right now in the NFL. The run game is there because you have two very good running backs. Bijan Robinson is phenomenal, and so is Tyler Algier. In the Arizona Cardinals game, Bijan Robinson had 22 carries for 95 yards. He looked like a first-round pick. And the reason why so many people are shocked, in goal line situations, they rarely ever use Bijan Robinson. They run the football with Tyler Algier, and they scheme up pass plays for Jonnu Smith. Out of all people, you have Drake London, and I get that he missed last week. He missed last week's game dealing with an injury. I fully understand that, but you have a generational talent at that tight end position and Kyle Pitts, and they do not know how to use him at all. He has misused with this team, and he has not been the same tight end ever since Matt Ryan has retired. Well, since he left this team to join the Indianapolis Colts, he has not been the same tight end. One thing that I'm looking at with Kyle Pitts, he gets open and they just can't give him the football. They don't ever draw up plays for him, and when they do, it's short yardage situations. This is a guy that can fly down the field, can body up guys one-on-one, and they just don't know how to use him. They can split him out wide. And yes, they have used him as a decoy in the past, but you have to actually get him the football. You have Drake London, who is a very good wide receiver, but instead you want to get the ball to Jonnu Smith. And look, I have no problem with Jonnu Smith. He's a very good tight end. But Arthur Smith definitely has his favorites because Jonnu Smith was the star tight end when he was the offensive coordinator with the Tennessee Titans that last year. That's when Jonnu Smith had his best year of his career, was with Arthur Smith. And if he was going out there and he was looking like a top tier tight end in the NFL, I have no problem with that. If it works, it works. But instead, it's not working. And Arthur Smith rarely ever wants to change his game plans. Now, I will give him credit for this. He used Bijan Robinson more in this game against the Arizona Cardinals. Have no problem with it. I love it. But it's the pass game that continues to lack, and it continues to hurt this team over time. It's too many turnovers between Desmond Ridder and Taylor Heineke, because even though Taylor Heineke is a better quarterback than Desmond Ridder, he also has his faults as well with this team. He had a bad interception against the Minnesota Vikings, and he did come in against Tennessee Titans, and he did look better in the second half. But you look at what happened against the Arizona Cardinals. He missed a lot of throws, and a lot of the throws could have went for interceptions in that Minnesota Vikings game. He hurt his hamstring against the Arizona Cardinals. You had to bring in Desmond Ridder, and no, Desmond Ridder was not the reason to why they lost this game. He rushed for a touchdown that put them ahead. What lost in the football game, they were not able to go out there and contain Kyler Murray. He went around, made plays with his legs, put the Cardinals in field goal range. They won the game. But this 3-game losing streak that this team is on, it is very scary. They can still go out here and win this division, and they have the talent to do so. But I am worried if they do not move on from Arthur Smith. I said it last week. I'm saying it again. He is not the right coach for this team, and he is not the right play caller for this team. The plays that he is calling are mind-boggling and make zero sense. You also have Cordell Patterson on this team. And ever since they drafted Bijan Robinson, they rarely ever use Cordell Patterson. And I understand he missed a good portion of this season so far dealing with injuries because he has always been injured. But you look at how they have used him in the past. Running back situation, slot, special teams as a kick and punt returner. No longer doing that. Go out there and use your playmakers. But I'm all in favor of them just letting Arthur Smith go, because so far this has been a terrible tenure with this Atlanta Falcons team. He's going to continue to hold them back. But one thing I will say about Arthur Smith, he never had a true franchise quarterback with this team besides Matt Ryan. Marcus Mariota last season was not a true franchise quarterback. Desmond Ridder not a true franchise quarterback, and neither is Taylor Heineke. Until they get that position resolved or they can just work around it, they're going to be having games like this for a long time, to where they lose in close battles because the quarterback's going to hold this team back, and it's also the play calling as well, and that is too much to overcome for this Falcons team that has a top passing defense, and they may not be able to go back there and sack the quarterback each time, and that's the one weakness with this team, but they can go out there and get a lot of pressure on the quarterback, and they're doing this without Grady Jarrett, who has missed the last couple of games. He's going to miss the rest of the season as well, as he's dealing with a serious injury. But one thing is for certain, the Atlanta Falcons have the talent to do so. They just need the coaching to go out there and help this team out, and the quarterback play definitely needs to step up. But let me know in the comment section below, how do you feel about the Atlanta Falcons? If you're new to the channel, hit the subscribe button. If you like the video, hit the like button. Most importantly, want each and every last one, guys, stay safe, stay positive. Thanks for watching the video, guys. Peace.